Sorry, man. Send him, man. Send him for Mitch. I'll send you Mitch Robb and Josh Hart. Or Bridges or somebody. You're not getting Cat. Don't think that.
Live from New York.
What can Edgecombe do?
2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we go. The New York Knicks coming to this one following a loss, guys.
I don't know. My camera keeps it.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Brunson outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means there's so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now Brunson after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey, and Brunson gets it to go.
And defensively, if you are not on point,
yeah.
Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Now the 76ers with it. Here's Maxey. Count it. Good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the defense made it easy that time for Maxey. You can't give him those kind of looks in the paint.
Brunson with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Towns. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, he's such a threat to shoot it off pick and roll. You expect Maxey to light it up for himself. So that's a very smart play to give it up and read the defense.
Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Towns. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Outside, George. From past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Pass to Towns. And he gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Robinson. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
From deep, Maxey. The 76ers another three.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Inside, Robinson. And it's Robinson. At the jam.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Call that Fetty. Call your bitch and get me my fuck.
'76ers trailing. Drummond the screen. To the paint. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That is a well-run pick and roll that time by McCain. So skilled.
And Jared McCain's rookie season, Tim, cut short by a meniscus tear in his left knee.
And before the injury, he was the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Kevin. So he's looking to pick up where he left off and continuing that promising trajectory.
Now McCain. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. And it's Drummond missing. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by one. Towns in the corner. They get a hand on it. Grimes with it. Now guarded by Towns. Launches it. It's Grimes on the wing. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the three. The Knicks pull it in. Here's the three. Anunoby, good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
It's a tie game in New York.
The 76ers, 16.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. Count it. McCain's got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
Well, he's not the biggest guy, but McCain certainly plays tough inside.
Now, here's Brogdon. To the middle. Here's Huckporty. Outside to Brogdon. Right block shot. The shot missing. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back over to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The 76ers leading by 4. It's good. McCain's.
Looking at me and you tell me I'm blessed. Calculated my steps, my heart, my breath. Breathe lungs of a victory and vividly you see me when I'm at my best. My worst, this verse dedicated to the days that I slept with a curse. Research my pay dues, I'm reimbursed. I burst in the crowd with a voice and a crown. I'm a king on the prowl and I see mama smile. And a vow I'ma take that I'll never break. You can break bread with me now. We can all take a bow on the edge of the pedestal and scream out loud that we made it off the avenue and walk that mile.
I ever wanted, are finally happening for me, and it's so surreal that I almost feel that any minute I could wake up from this fantasy. When you pray so hard and you've come so far, and you know that it's the time for you to leave your mark, and I'm gonna do it. Watch me. I'm so high I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better. I'm so high I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better.
That'll make you angry
They said it wouldn't be televised. You would think it ain't no revolution. You shine a light and translucent. Type crazy, no Cam Newton. These ain't Panthers. These ain't white hoods like movements. We seeing tap dances. Keep seeing crossovers. These ain't hooping. Glossed over. We see it, no fly list. Ain't tripping. In the cut like corpse flower. Late bloomer. Talking about the old ways. Okay, boomer. Slime put up in an old school. Crooked letter with the Vogue shoes. I know he a straight shooter. Keep a beat like a pacemaker. We some peacemakers. Go debate.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss. From deep, Brunson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you. But it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
To the middle. And it's Towns missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. Up. And in on the left.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed: flat out, all out.
From deep, Brunson buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Maxey after the miss from Joel Embiid. Pass to Edgecombe. Edwards looking it over. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Here's Maxey. Misses the layup. And the Knicks with possession. Brunson with a clean look. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. And another turnover here by New York. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
Brunson with it. George picks him up. Towns, no luck. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Moving it up. And the dunk by Embiid.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And here's Brunson. Towns wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Brunson. He takes it in. Here's the three. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading. Edgecombe with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Maxey. Now Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A supreme athlete. Edgecombe can blow through the contact.
Brunson, left side. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And it's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside, Maxey. Edgecombe with it. Now guarded by Towns. From deep, Maxey. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 1. Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Boy, the size of Robinson is tough to get out and guard. I mean, he knows that and drew the defender in tight.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Now, here's Maxey. He has 7. Takes it inside. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And the layup is good. The 76ers trail. And the dunk by Embiid.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long in exchange. Back and forth we go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. A Good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Kevin?
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses. Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's McBride. Maxey with the block. They get it back. Brunson, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Back to Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Out to Clarkson. To the inside. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McBride's got his first 2 points. 19-18. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now McCain. Scoreless thus far. Here's Drummond. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Hart outside. A steal. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. A putback. Pass to Grimes. Hart left side. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
Here's Brogdon, and McCain pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 5. This one for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Here's McBride. The rebound by Watford. Oubre outside. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Hart, no good.
Good job using that big body to carve out space and snatch that rebound.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Driving in. Trying to get something going. And Hart throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So both teams changing it up here. Towns with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion, and his will and drive to win is infectious.
Outside, Maxey can't drop the tough three-pointers. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Inside, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Anunoby outside. Offline with his 3. The 76ers leading by 8. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Halt the run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Here's Edgecombe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Towns. The layup off target.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl-Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination and toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Shoots from the high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges. New York needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Elbow shot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Here's Brunson. Here's Robinson. The shake. Maxey with the block. Right side, Edwards. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still yet to score. Here's Brunson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. .151 left to play here in the third. Edgecombe, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And at the top of the key, Towns. Over Drummond. Paul George grabs the miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
121 left in the third quarter. And for over a decade in the NBA, great Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time? And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Here's Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
.107 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Towns. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play that he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Pass to Yabusele. Right side Towns. Clarkson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Towns. Paul George with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. Good D by Brogdon.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And
Philadelphia 38.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Knicks trailed by 7. Pass to McBride. Over Grimes. McBride's shot is off. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Embiid. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by New York. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Bridges outside. And that'll be... Two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
McBride with the ball. Oh, good with the triple. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Brunson on the move. Good on the shot.
When he puts his head down and attacks, Brunson is deadly.
Philadelphia leading by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now McCain. Shot clock at 6. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
New York ball.
Knicks trailed by 9. Brunson outside. A three-pointer, no good.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
And there's the drive. Embiid in the corner. Oubre, no one around him. Oubre on the wing. Misses the 3. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Here's Robinson. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 9. Shoots the 3. Great touch from three from Embiid.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Kelly Oubre. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Tell you what, every coach would love to have a bunch of guys like OG Anunoby. I mean, long, athletic, can make plays at the defensive end at a high level. And, of course, being able to knock down the three is that whipped cream on the strawberry shortcake.
Brunson up top. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The 76ers leading by 13. Outside Embiid. Puts it up. Rebounded by Towns.
Surprising to see that he has so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Brunson fires. The three is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. George, nice use of the glass on the finish.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in what should be an exciting four-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Knicks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Takes the three. The putback. Another chance here. The shot misses.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily and in the win.